CGTN has been gathering questions from global audiences about this year's two sessions. And for a look at what's trending online, let me bring in my colleague Zhao Chenchen from CGTN Digital. Great to have you with us, Chenchen.
Thank you,
What more can you tell us about this?
Yes, as we've been discussed this whole night, China made a bold move in pushing its environmental vision into a formal code. Now, the draft environmental code, once adopted, will become the country's second formal statutory code after the civil code that was adopted in 2020. It represents a powerful shift in using the rule of law to protect our planet. It's been widely regarded as a systematic response to the threats we all face, from pollution to climate change. And our Ask China community is curious about the specific measures China's already taking on the ground. So with that, let's take a look at the first question of the night. All right, so the user is curious about China's existing measures for coral reef protection. And joining us tonight is Mr. Shen Yiyang from the Inclusive Development Research Center in Beijing. Welcome, Mr. Shen. So first off, give us a quick look to address the concern from our viewer.
Okay, thank you for having me. I think now China already become a model for protecting environment, including the coral reef. Besides the big budget, every year the government spend on this issue. The research and the R&D part, China also put a lot of human power and also budget. So I think. Including this national monitoring system, early warning system, I think all this make China be very advanced among all the developing countries for coral reef protection. I think in the next 5 years, China will put more resources.
Thank you, Mr. Shen. And now we have another user caring about the room to breathe for wildlife as human population grow. And if we can take the question to the board. So I have to turn to Mr. Shen again. So what are the specific measures are being taken here? And as a quick follow-up, how do these local actions impact the global ecosystem?
Yes, in the past 2 decades, China, reviewed the environmental protection law and all the other legislation and regulations. Now there's, a lot of national parks and also the conservation zones. And in those zones, the wild animals are much better protected than before. Also, China has designed a compensation mechanism that all the farmers affected by such kind of, ecosystem protection, actions can be compensated and get, remuneration, monies, so they can lose less. So, and also awareness raising is also an important part of Chinese government, especially the Ministry of Ecological and the Environment. So they are, helping the whole country to pay attention on environmental protection.